Welcome to Lawyers Without Billboards, where we break down family law and other areas of the law. No gimmicks, no legal jargon, just real, unfiltered talk from real lawyers. Join your hosts, Steve, Patty, Jimmy, and Alexa, partners at Shewmaker Lewis, a law firm based in Atlanta, Georgia. Every episode, they tackle the legal questions that matter most: divorce, custody, child support, alimony, and everything in between. They'll pull back the curtain to give you real insights on what happens inside the courtroom and beyond.
Hi, are we on? Oh, look. Hey. Didn't see you guys there. Well, I was breaking a mental sweat. There we go. Lawyers Without Billboards. We are back. Steve Shewmaker, my law partner and wife, Patty Shewmaker, and Alexa and Jimmy Lewis. Jimmy, the Sultan of Subtlety.
Probably never been accused of being subtle.
That's right. You could be less subtle.
Or a sultan.
All right. So what are we talking about today, Alexa?
We're talking about Playboy.
Playboy. Hey.
Yes, Playboy, the December 1978 edition.
That is so sexist of you to hold that.
To hold? Why? How is that sexist of me to hold
She reads it for the articles.
Oh,
Dude,
does she?
this
My
thing
bad.
is 400 pages. It's got a lot of articles.
You read it for the articles.
So I haven't read this. I just got this yesterday.
Do they still publish Playboy? I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
I have never in my life
I thought it.
purchased or looked through a Playboy until I received this yesterday.
Tell us about how you received
So
it.
yesterday I was in mediation with a client who, unfortunately, her parents have passed away. And when she was going through their house, she happened to stumble upon some old Playboys. And she, I guess, was flipping through. I don't really know, but she got
Probably
to...
reads it for the articles too.
Well, she must have to find this particular section because it is about divorce.
Slow down. What year was that published?
I already said it. December 1978.
78.
78.
So Patty was 5
Yes.
years old.
I was negative, so
I was negative 10.
You still kind of
I was negative 9.
Yes.
My parents were still in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, so she brought it to me and she flipped through the pages and then she showed me there are several articles in here about divorce. I haven't read them, but we did get to this back part that has some really fascinating advice. This is called the Divorce Manual for Men.
All right.
And I wanted to bring it to y'all's attention.
Vintage divorce
Vintage
advice.
divorce
Who's
advice.
the author?
It doesn't say.
Hugh Hefner.
No, I was just curious if Randy Kessler had penned that article.
I mean, it's possible. We could ask.
I'll ask Randy.
I'll send him a text. But, okay, so I want to go through some of these because as we were in mediation, we had a pretty good amount of downtime, so we started reading through them.
Maybe Bruce Steinfeld wrote it.
You can ask him.
I'll ask
So a divorce manual for men. Again, 1978. Before trial. And it's up to you guys if you want me to read all of them, but we're going to let's start with the do's, okay? Before trial. Close joint accounts and cancel credit cards.
Oh,
Feels like a really bad
idea.
Now, maybe in 1978.
I don't think a judge would like that.
That advice has not aged well.
No. Oh, it gets better.
See,
It gets
I'm
better.
not sure any of this advice was proper in 1978.
Well, to be fair, there's nothing here that says that this is legal advice. There's nothing here that says that an attorney wrote
Not even a
this.
legal disclaimer.
There's nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. It is just boom, and then there's a picture of Terry Bradshaw. So that's where we are.
I just imagine.
Unauthorized practice.
Unauthorized practice of law.
Wait, hang on. Just imagine, like, for example, one of our favorites, Judge David Irwin. Just, you know how he likes to
He leans real forward, yeah.
lean over and ask
Almost falls off the bed.
and ask people things. Could you imagine if he just leaned forward and he asked somebody who was like, why would you do that? Why did you think that was a good idea? Well, I read it in a Playboy.
Vintage Playboy. All right, ready? Make sure your wife cannot obtain your business and personal financial records.
That's a do.
Wait, this is a do. Hold on. If you keep that material at home, remove it to a more secure location.
Steve,
Hide that shit.
good
That's
advice
what.
or bad advice?
Well, okay, it's fine advice. However, in the standard discovery process, it's going to be found anyway.
It's called disclosure.
Yeah, now if you're able to hide something and then not disclose it and it can't be found any other way, good luck. But that's not fair play. I'll say it that way.
Judges like fair play.
Judges like fair play, absolutely.
I particularly
Playboy
like
doesn't like
no,
fair play.
no. Playboy apparently
Foreplay,
was
but not
very
fair play.
very men.
I'm assuming this was written by 3 or 4 staff writers at Playboy who had been through a divorce. That's what I'm thinking.
Solid chance, but here's one. Admit to yourself that you have a problem, how to obtain an honorable divorce. That's your problem.
Right.
How to obtain an honorable divorce.
That's your problem, how to obtain it.
Oh.
Okay, so let's stop a second. Let's analyze this like lawyers for a second. What this article is about is, okay, dude, you're about to enter a divorce. You're right on the edge. You're right on like the porcupine.
Precipice.
Oh yeah,
The porcupine?
the precipice.
The porcupine.
Yeah, trying to get off the precipice of a divorce. And what are the things you should do
It's such a mess.
or not do to shape, the divorce going forward? That's what this is about. So far, this has been some really, really bad advice.
Yeah, I could say things you should do.
Because-
How about not take advice from Playboy.
Well, because people, you just don't like it because it's got naked women in it. But the bottom line is,
Contrary to what you believe, that's actually why she likes it.
right? No, you talking about Alexa?
Maybe.
The
motivational.
The conversation, though, the topic, the theme here comes up all the time with our clients. The divorce is beginning, and they're either asking us, "Hey, dude, can I do this?" or we're just telling them, "These are the things you will not do."
Or what do I need to do to prepare for a divorce?
Right. So it's funny to go back in time. Gosh, what is this? 40 years? No, 47 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
47 years ago.
Yep.
You have the Playboy.
Have we considered this is all written as satire, like Howard Druppman's book,
No.
The Art of Screwing Up Your Children?
No. I don't believe this is satire.
What are some of the other dues?
Well, so, another do is try for a reasonable out-of-court settlement if possible. That's
Okay.
good advice.
That's a good one. Well, because remember, that is in the era, the age of, so much more liberal alimony. So absolutely settle out of court. So
Yeah.
that still remains true.
Yeah, that's
Sure, so
that's
this is
something.
the before trial section.
No,
so
not
I'm gonna
the-
go through the sections.
Not that alimony remains true, but that settlement out of court.
It's always a good idea.
Yes.
For sure. So how about a don't? Don't move out of the house unless so ordered by a court or advised by a professional you respect.
My answer to that is always it depends. If you are trying to lay claim custody-wise to a child, I don't suggest moving out unless the tension is just so bad. But don't move out if you don't have a place to go.
Sure.
Okay, so that depends a lot on the circumstances.
The don'ts really aren't so bad, at least on the before trial. I've got don't use your wife's lawyer. Yeah. Good call.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Good idea.
Don't discuss any proposed settlement with your wife and or her lawyer unless your lawyer is present.
Good.
Solid. Solid advice. Don't avoid your children if you move out of the house, even though you will probably be tested by them much of the time.
Because you don't know how to raise your children because you're a dad in 1978, right?
Don't take your children with you if you leave home unless you are absolutely sure you know what you are doing. So yes, goes right to your point.
That's bad
Absolutely.
advice.
It's not. No, the don'ts are actually not too bad. I do like tone down your lifestyle during the divorce proceedings. Don't entertain lavishly or travel extensively.
Okay.
Yeah, not too
That's
shabby.
great advice that people still violate the hell out of today.
Sure.
All the
Maybe I
time.
was moving on with my life.
Yes, thank you, Jimmy, for reminding me of that story and that client. Yes.
Oh, do keep a written record of all incidents pertinent to the divorce, names, dates, etc.
Absolutely true.
Yeah. See, so some of them aren't too bad, but some of them are just really off the wall. So during trial,
Oh, yeah. Let's hear the do's and don'ts for
during trial, get specific visitation rights if you don't get custody.
That's a do.
That's a do.
Well, and that's also pretty much covered by the law
Yep.
these days. Thank
It is
you.
now.
Thank you, Playboy.
It is now. Do keep a tab on your attorney's fees. Also, estimate your wife's fees. Because, of course, this was probably the era in which you're paying hers too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do fight with everything you have to keep the kids from appearing in court. Good, solid advice.
That's good advice. Yeah.
Do understand that you are undergoing a test that drives some men to suicide.
Oh,
The anxiety you may feel is not abnormal or a sign of weakness.
I take it back. It may have been that these staff writers actually consulted
Hang on.
lawyers.
The male is almost inevitably the underdog in divorce court, and what you are feeling matches the facts. Then, maybe. All right, don't during trial. Sign any decree or settlement unless you understand every word.
Fair.
that's good advice.
It's really good advice, and I almost feel like we have to be more specific with our clients, even now.
Yeah.
when you're signing your settlement documents. Like, do you understand what you're signing? I understand you say you agree to it, but do you understand? Don't be afraid to change lawyers if your interests are not being defended as you think they should be.
Yeah, except don't change your lawyer more than once. You got Jimmy's on his 5th lawyer. The problem
Jimmy's the
is
problem.
Jimmy.
Jimmy's
Yes.
the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe even twice, but definitely not more.
No, I'll
Yeah.
quote my mentor, the now late Kathy Lynch, and she said, anybody can part ways with their lawyer and have a personality conflict, but when it happens again, you're the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't agree to alimony unless there are exceptional circumstances, a sick or aged wife, etc. Or aged wife.
Don't agree.
Don't agree to it.
Well, that's amazing that was written in 1978, because even today, I would say the alimony is very much alive and well in Georgia. Okay.
Don't agree to child support based strictly on your income. Try to have the children's needs considered, but nothing else. I guess that depends.
Okay.
That depends on.
Yeah, and it depends on the state and the model of child support that's used.
Don't agree to pay all medical expenses for the children, as you could find incredible bills for not much illness. Medical insurance is another matter and is more logical.
I wonder if Steve Schuster wrote that article.
Listen,
he's of
you
that
could ask
era.
him.
He's of that era.
You could certainly ask him. All right, after trial. See, they got better as they went. So, like the before trials, they were a little rough to start. But let's see, after trial.
Closing all the joint accounts.
Yeah, probably not a good idea hiding all your bank statements. Not great. After trial, fulfill your visitation rights and see your children regularly.
Good advice.
Probably,
advice.
yeah.
Good advice.
Be a dad, you deadbeat.
Obey the divorce agreement, even if your ex-wife violates it. Continue to pay child support if she denies you visitation. You want a solid case should you have to go back to court.
Good advice.
Like it.
I know, like some of
advice
this,
yet
some of
today.
this is really, really good.
I mean, how many times have we told clients, no,
Until we get to the next one.
I have to talk to you like you're a kindergartner. 2 wrongs don't make it right.
Right. Just because she denies you visitation does not mean you can stop paying child support.
Yep.
Okay. Do avoid contact with your ex-wife as much as possible.
Depends.
I mean, co-parenting is going to be a little difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do not specify.
If she's Russian.
Do keep a complete record of all financial support you give your children.
That's good advice.
Keep all correspondence relating to the divorce in case you have to return to court.
Don't give child support in the form of cash. That'd be a good one in there.
Don't give the child support to the child.
Do not pass things through the child to the other parent.
Right. Don't be like, here, give this to your mom.
Yep, here's a check for your mom. If you could just hand that to her. Here's some bills for your mom. If you could give them to her.
What else does the Playboy say?
And don't write nasty things in the memo line of the
Oh,
chat.
God, I've had that so many times. It's so...
But what does the Playboy article say?
The Playboy article then says, do forgive yourself for mistakes you have made and go on to lead the best life you can.
I agree with that. I do.
Fight off sentimentality when dealing with your children and confront them as a man who has self-respect and who has made the best of a bad situation.
All right.
I like
All
that.
right.
I like
Don't
that.
review all the details of the divorce with your children.
Good
Still
advice.
solid advice. This one's my favorite. Don't be afraid to socialize. You are not a leper. You are simply a divorced male. You have a lot of brothers who have been through the same thing.
Oh.
Is that the last one?
No, one more.
Okay.
Don't be overly possessive of your children. They too need time to adjust to the new situation.
Can I make a suggestion?
I would love to hear those.
You're not going to follow it. Are there any other articles in there about divorce?
There are, but I have not had an opportunity to read.
My
them.
suggestion is you
Saw the
take.
word divorce on the page before.
Well, yeah.
My suggestion
Continued.
is you take that 1-page article and the cover and you have them framed next to each other.
I don't know if I want to take it apart.
Oh, look at this article. Divorce. Women suffer, men survive.
Men survive.
That's an interesting.
Well, there's more. So it keeps going back this way.
Can I check that? Can I check that out?
This was continued
No,
from
because the pages we stuck together.
Yeah, I can't allow you to do that, especially
No,
since the
I'm out of coffee. I don't have any coffee.
Yeah, that's not what he was meaning. All right, let's see. Yep, starts here. Who gets screwed in divorce? I do. That's a dude who's saying that.
Meaning, so Playboy's position is that men get screwed in the divorce.
Yep, that's their position.
It is
are
a
playing
men's
to a
magazine.
certain audience.
But
yeah.
we do have a name.
Oh,
Asa Barber.
is who wrote the article.
That's who wrote the article. If you are an American male and you get married, chances are approximately 1 out of 2 you will eventually get divorced. If you sue for custody of your children, the odds are very much against you winning. In some states, only 2% of men in divorce actions ever gain custody of their children.
Well, it's interesting because we just finished watching Mad Men a couple of months ago, which is of this era.
10 years before.
And, divorce, I think, really ramped up in the early 80s. So just a couple of years after this edition of Playboy came out. And it became, far more commonplace.
So it also says you can also count on paying your ex-wife's court costs and at least some of her attorney's fees. Almost 98% of men in divorce do.
Well, you got to think in 78, you had a few trailblazing women that were lawyers and business owners, but even in 78, men were still making most of the money. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating. I just really enjoyed the list.
So a client of yours gave you that?
Yes.
That's cool. That's got to be one of the coolest gifts you've gotten from a client.
I've gotten some pretty cool gifts from clients, but this is the most unique, I think. Usually it's like wine. I don't hate. I don't hate. We'll take it. We'll love it. We'll enjoy it.
No, wine is truly like your natural habitat.
It's more like Patty's natural habitat.
If Patty could magically shrink
It was a compliment.
and climb into a bottle of Chardonnay, that's where you'd find it.
Swimming.
That's right. Swimming in
See,
bliss.
a little inner tube in the middle of a bottle of Chardonnay with a glass of Chardonnay.
The very long
and,
straw.
some really big sunglasses on.
That's Patty.
That'd be pretty awesome. Pretty much solid photo shoot.
Yeah.
For Playboy. There you go.
I like
That's how I.
That just took a weird turn.
If you were to do your Playboy photo shoot, you'd be in a wine glass.
it. I'll bet that same article was much more accurate and better in Hustler.
Couldn't tell you.
I'm just saying.
No one gifted me a Hustler, so here we are.
All right. Well, I think that's a wrap, guys.
Yeah, Playboy was pretty on top of it, minus a few, but
So the advice stays that, men are still men, women are still women, kids are still kids. So, with a few exceptions.
But don't hide your bank statements.
yeah, don't close the
all
bank accounts,
the
the credit cards.
And don't cut off the credit cards. That's bad advice.
Yeah.
And I have to assume that was even bad advice in 78.
Solid chance. Solid chance.
So, well, thanks for joining us at Lawyers Without Billboards, and we look forward to joining us again, you being with us again, us all being
You coming back for more?
coming back for more. Yeah. Peace out.
Peace.
That's it for this episode of Lawyers Without Billboards. If you found this episode helpful, make sure to follow and subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. For more resources or to get in touch with us, visit shewmakerandlewis.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.